Hello. All right. I think we are here, y'all. It is time for the Fit Pro show. Come on in, say hello, give me your comments, let me know that you are here. I want you to check in with me because it's super important. I want to know everyone that's here watching so I can customize the information that I give for you, y'all. Recently, I purchased an online course. Okay, let's be honest. I purchased a lot of online courses. But this one was like an investment. I mean, it was like it cost more than my first car type of expensive investment. So I go out, I purchase this online course, and I'm consuming the content, loving it. It's an awesome course and it's teaching me so much about exactly what I needed. It was a very specific subject matter. So then I go back and I'm looking at, okay, what exactly was it that made me make that purchase? Why was I drawn? Gonna get this mic just right one day. One day we're gonna get this mic just right. All right, so I'm looking back and I'm going, what was it exactly that made me make that purchase? Was it the people? Was it the advertising? Was it the graphics? Was it the website? Why did I feel drawn to make this investment in this purchase? When I look back at the steps, one thing that I noticed is that not one part of that process included me watching the dudes that are teaching the course doing the thing that they are teaching, right? It had nothing to do with exactly what they do. It had everything to do with my trust that they could help me do what they do. And I think we as fitness professionals, we have so much trouble looking past the thing we do. We have so much trouble seeing past the workout as the thing. And we don't know how to talk to our potential clients and our audience about what they're actually buying. Y'all, they're not buying the workouts, they're buying the results. They want what they get from working out. If people were buying workouts, nobody would ever purchase because the workout part is not fun until you have become somebody who works out. It's fun for us because we're fitness professionals, but let's face it, we are abnormal. You guys, I want you to name it and claim it. Who here is abnormal? I am abnormal. I feel like I reveal another seedy underbelly part of myself to you guys every single week. So today I'm going to say it. I'm abnormal. I do love working out, but that's not most people. That's not most people. And that's not the people that you are trying to sell to. Fitness is a service based business, and people buy services for only a few reasons. They either want the result that you promise, or they believe you can solve a problem they have. They buy services to solve problems. So here's what I want to know from you guys. I am abnormal. I fix everything with movement. Yes, yes, yes. So true. So here's what I want to know from you guys. What's the problem you solve for your customer? Put that in the comments for me. I want every single person watching right now to give me a comment and let me know what is the problem that you solve for your customer. So today, we're going to be talking about how to talk about your product in a way that actually draws your ideal customer in. Stay to the end because here's what we're going to learn. Number one, your customer does not have the same interests, desires, and problems that you have. So let's learn to talk to them in the way that speaks to their interests, desires, and problems. Number two, nobody nobody wants to watch you work out. It's like watching a nutritionist eat lunch. That's not what they're buying for. So let's talk about that. So I want to talk about your customers should list and how your workout snippets on social media might actually be adding to their should list, and by proxy, they may actually be attaching negative feelings to you and to your workouts because they're sitting there shooting themselves. And then we're going to talk about the exceptions to this rule because there are exceptions. So before we go any further, let me say this is the Fit Pros Business Growth Show. On Tuesdays, I come on and I talk all about business growth. This show is about building a business that it is about building a business that impacts the fitness and health of others while paying you what you deserve and empowering you to live the life of your dreams. I'm Kelly Coulter. I've been a fitness instructor as well as an online marketing geek since the 90s. I believe individual professionals coaching direct to consumers will be the biggest needle mover in the health and fitness of our world over the next few years. We all have a unique mix of experiences, expertise, and personality that makes us perfect for a specific audience. And it's my job to help you find and serve that audience so that you can step away from the gym, serve the clients that you love, and make a real living doing it. Are you ready to make a real impact in the lives of others while creating the life you dream of for yourself and your family? Let's get started. All right, that's my new intro. Do you like it? So, y'all, let's go back and talk about these things. Let's talk about my 4 points that I want to make in regards to social media content. So, what I see is a lot of fitness instructors, personal trainers coming on and we're showing our workout. So we are thinking about our workout and we're showing our workout. We're like, here's what I'm doing. I'm doing the upright row today. I've got, I'm doing my run. I'm doing my push-ups. I'm doing all the things. We're like sweating. And I see it come across my social feed and I'm watching and I'm watching and watching and I'm thinking, wow, that's impressive. Wow, that's impressive. And then I keep scrolling. Wow, that's impressive. Now, I have a lot of fitness instructors and personal trainers in my social feed. So it's a little bit different for me than it is for the normal consumer. So I have to step back for a minute and I have to say, okay, what is this like for somebody who follows you and maybe a few other fitness pros, but doesn't follow like every fitness pro out there the way I do? And I'm thinking, okay, they're sitting there at their desk, let's say at lunch, and they're scrolling Facebook or they're scrolling Instagram and they see, cute puppy pictures, political posts, all the things. And then they see you sweating and puffing and huffing. Or maybe you're doing really cute, super cute dance moves. Maybe you're looking really fly. Maybe you're doing like something that really showcases your strength and you're showing a lot of strength and there they are, like, eating a cheeseburger, right? And I just can't help but think that we risk so much by showing up in their feed in that way. And so I've been thinking about this a lot. And y'all, I don't have all of my thoughts really super fully formed. I would love to hear your comments. But I just start to believe that it works against us, that it can possibly work against us. So here are the 4 reasons that I've got that this could possibly be working against you. If you are one of those people who is just doing solid workout snippets or even like full workouts, or if you're going to your audience and you're giving workouts as your weekly pillar nurturing content, let's talk about exactly what that is to people. So I know I've said it in the past that your customer, your audience member, not your paying customer, but your audience member that's out there kind of watching you and just kind of like casually watching, maybe consuming the things that you have to say, getting some tips or advice from you every once in a while. They may not, they are not, they have not demonstrated the fact that they are ready for the full awesomeness that is you. And what I mean by that is that you have got all of this expertise and education and experience in doing the thing, right? We're all out there getting certifications, maybe even too many certifications within fitness. We know how to teach kickboxing, teach yoga, teach um, Zumba, teach all the things. And we're out there doing them every day because we are abnormal and we love doing that. Your audience member is just considering it. They're sitting back and they're kind of watching. And they're like, maybe I will subscribe to her workouts one day. Let me think about it. Let me watch a little bit longer. And you'll know when they have committed, when they are ready for your full awesomeness, because they will send you money. So your customer does not have the same interests, desires, and problems that you do. They're sitting at their desk and eating a cheeseburger and they're finding your workout and maybe they're watching it. I once had an old college buddy tell me that she woke up and smoked and watched me do yoga while she smoked. And then she went back to bed. And I was like, I don't think that's what it's for. And that was when I stopped doing free workouts online. So they don't have the same interests, desires, and problems that you do. And your job as a business owner is to find out what interests, desires, and problems they do have so that you can help solve them with your thing, with the thing that you do. So that's my first point is your customer does not have the same interests, desires, and problems that you do. So you can't expect that they want to see the same things in their feed as you. I'm going to break in here and check out the comments here. I could see the audience feeling as if feeling judged because they are not working out. Yeah, we're going to get to the should list in a second. This one says I do short 15-minute videos. Yeah, smart break. So, and I know who this is. This is my rim. And my rim, I love your smart break because it's a 3 o'clock time period when people are going to go get a candy bar or they're going to do a little movement break with you. And I love that. I would love to see that be some sort of paid subscription product, or maybe it's only free every once in a while and they have to give you their email address in exchange for that. So I would love for that to be, if it's going to be free, be in exchange for something so that you can keep in contact with them. Okay, so that's the first point that I had was that your customer does not have the same interests, desires, and problems that you have. The second thing is there are not many of us who are super, super attractive working out. So even though we're instructors and we're used to being in front of people, we need to realize that when we're in front of people working out, they're in their heads thinking about their workouts and their movement and their form and all of their things. So they're not super focused on watching us. That's a very different experience than just sitting in front of a computer and watching somebody work out, right? It's the reason that when you do make workout videos that your audio has to be better than your video because people are listening but they're not necessarily watching the whole time. So when I say nobody wants to watch you work out, it's because I'm saying that that's not the experience. That's not the typical experience of being in a lead workout. I also discovered you guys tell me if you've had this experience, but I personally discovered when I started teaching yoga online that I was way less cute than I thought I was. I go back to those first yoga videos of me teaching online, and I could absolutely just crawl under a chair and stay there for a week. It was terrifying and it is humiliating to watch. My form wasn't great, wasn't as great as I would want it to be. It's not as great as it is now because I teach online all the time and it had better look good, right? So I want you to just think about that when you start to think about your social media content and you start to think about how many workouts are you putting out there for people to watch? Are they watching them? Are they doing them? Is this your primary marketing method? If your workout snippets or your 5-minute samples are your primary marketing method, you might want to rethink that. First of all, because your people aren't ready for your full awesomeness. Second of all, because they have other problems they need you to help solve first. And third, because watching you work out is not the typical experience. It's not the experience that they want. All right, so here's the big point that I've been making recently a lot. It's just something that, like I said, I'm still really forming these thoughts, but it's something that I wanted to get out there and talk about. The idea that when your full social media presence is around you putting videos or snippets of yourself working out, that you could actually be overwhelming or repelling customers. So I want you to hear me out on this and let me know what you think. All thoughts are welcome. All constructive criticism is welcome. So I want to go back to my friend that said she was smoking and then she went back to bed and she was watching me doing yoga. And I'm thinking through the experience of this person. You know, they pull out their phone, they see me doing like, ha, beautiful yoga, sunset, sun is coming up, birds are chirping, all the things. You know, I'm in the poses. I may not look super cute, but I'm doing the thing. And then she's like, Kelly's doing the thing, right? I'm smoking. I'm gonna go back to bed in a second. So Kelly's doing the thing and I'm smoking and I really should do the thing, but I'm not gonna do the thing, right? So now I have just added to her should list. I'm contributing to her shoulding all over herself. Inadvertently, I had the best intentions, right? So I'm inadvertently contributing to her shoulding all over herself. My biggest fear in that scenario is that I'm actually contributing to them attaching those negative should feelings to me, right? Like if she ever wants to go do yoga, I might be the last person that she would go to because she attached all those negative feelings without realizing it to me. So that's something I've been thinking about a lot. And I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Now, there are exceptions. There are some people that do really well with workout snippets online, and I want to talk about those as well. I think there are 3 situations when workouts and workout snippets, 4 situations, when workouts or workout snippets can do really well. The first is Tamara said that's deep, super deep, right? It's like psychology. But I had to turn it around and I had to really think about what is that person's experience of seeing me online. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the 4 times that workouts and workout snippets can work. The first is when you have a strategy behind the workouts and the workout snippets. So YouTube creators like Yoga with Cassandra or who else? I know we've got a member of the Grow Your Fitness Business group that has almost 100,000 YouTube subscribers. And she puts out cycle workouts for free, but there is a strategy behind it. There's a monetization strategy behind those free workouts. So it can work in the creator model, right? And that's the model where there is a monetization strategy behind it. It can work if you have like a back end offer where you've got maybe maybe you're teaching workshops or you're doing other things besides the free workouts. I had a client that is always watching the videos and free stuff from trainers and never pays the membership. Yeah, yeah. And then Kim says, that makes so much sense. I did a 30-day live series that included a few short movement segments, and I have to agree that it may not have been the best way to attract clients. Yeah. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so the first way that free could work is if you are doing the creator model, which is a very specific strategy and it's a long-term play, which is why I don't suggest it. The It can work also if you're doing really short snippets and then a pitch. So there are some people that are really killing it out on YouTube. I've got some people here within the Grow Your Fitness Business group who are killing it because they are doing these short, like one song workout samples where they get people up and moving, maybe even similar to what my Rim is doing at 3 in the afternoon, where she gets people up and moving. And then she spends 2 minutes pitching her paid program. So that's the key. The ones that I know of that are doing the short workout snippets, there is a pitch at the end. There's a pitch, and and then the people have a clear path to coming into your paid program. And maybe they do your short snippet a couple times and decide to come into your paid program. Maybe they do your short snippet for 3 months until the short snippet doesn't make them sweat anymore. And then they come into the paid program. But again, there's a path there and there's a pitch. And of course, the other time that this can really actually be a benefit is if your audience is not a typical consumer. So if you are selling workouts to fitness professionals, this all does not apply to you, right? So we see on Instagram and on Facebook, there are fitness professionals who are working with other fitness professionals and they're putting out workout snippets, choreography samples, form breakdowns, which is another one that I haven't even talked about. And they are doing really well with that. You'll see them get a ton of likes, a ton of views because their audience is other fitness professionals. And I already said it, we're abnormal. We want to see that stuff. That stuff will actually make money for them. But if your audience is not fitness professionals, then this does not, then everything that I said before applies to you. All right. So let's see. I've got some comments here. I agree because I was on the other side of that one time and I was put off watching a fellow instructor's videos and thinking, I should be doing that. I should. Should is a big one, y'all. Should is not a word that we want to be encouraging. It's not a word that we want to be eliciting from somebody that we want to, at some point, make a commitment to us. If we want somebody to buy from us and commit to a result that we have to offer, we don't want should going around in their head. That's not um, our highest level in terms of being a coach, in terms of being a consultant and somebody who can advise and bring that person forward. And so we want to be calling them to their highest self, not asking them to should upon themselves. And we can talk about more of that in a future episode if that's something that interests you. And then Kim says, well, Kim, there's no way that you looked ridiculous because I know you and you're gorgeous and you never look ridiculous. But so she's specifically talking about that she did a 30-day live series that included a few short movement segments. A 30-day series of anything put out there for free is just kind of a slog. So I can see how it could have been exhausting for you to teach. And then by the end of it, it's like you don't even want to pitch and you've lost too many people. They've fallen off on the wayside in the meantime. And you get to the end and you're kind of not worth it. So I always suggest that your challenges and your free whatever we call them, master classes, challenges, boot camps, that they are no more than 5 days, because any longer than that is exhausting. And you'll lose too many people before you pitch. Okay, so that is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I just wanted to kind of come in and have an honest conversation about what you're putting out there in social media. What I want to see you doing instead is really thinking about the people that respond to you on social. So think past, if you're at that point where your following includes people past your friends and family, start thinking about who those people are. If you don't know who those people are, start having conversations with them. Start creating short engagement posts that ask them about themselves. Start getting to know who responds to you on social media so that you can start to solve their problems, especially those problems that are adjacent to what you sell. So you want to be positioning yourself as the expert, the leader, and the problem solver. That's how you build trust, and that's how you start to bring people into paid relationships with you. Let me know what questions you guys have. Let me talk to you guys about one more thing. So, right now, the Sell Out Your 2022 boot camp is going on. So, we started yesterday. We've had 2 live lessons, and we're about to have the second homework implementation session. If you want to get clear on your offer and your audience, if you want to get clear on that problem that you solve, if you want to plan your social media and your marketing for 2022, and if you want to learn to sell without being sleazy, slimy, or salesy, then you need to get registered. The boot camp is where I come in for 4 days and I teach live to you guys every day. There's a workbook. It's been an amazing experience so far. I've got some of my boot campers here. You guys in the comments, let me know what you're thinking of the boot camp so far. So it's not too late to register. We are coming halfway into day 2. And so after day 2, I usually cut off registration. But with the boot camp being 4 days, there are also some bonus days at the end. So there's still time for you to catch up on all the videos and do all the things. So if you're interested in registering, that's at fitprosconnect.com/bootcamp, fitprosconnect.com/bootcamp. I'm putting that into the comments right now. There is still time to register, and I would love to have you there. All right. So I would love to hear what you think. Please comment, contribute to this conversation, whether you're watching in the replay or whether you are watching live. I want to hear what you have to say. I come back, I check these comments on these videos all the time, and I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say about this topic today. If you are watching on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you're in the Grow Your Fitness Business group for instructors, trainers, and coaches. Our group is called Grow Your Fitness Business for instructors, trainers, and coaches. There are 2 Grow Your Fitness Business groups on Facebook. I don't know how that happened, but I had to change mine to say Grow Your Fitness Business for instructors, trainers, and coaches so that I could differentiate myself. That group is where we network, we support, we train. That's the group that always gets the first information on anything that we do. And I cannot wait to support you there. All right, you guys. So that is what I've got for you today. For my boot campers, I'll see you in a half hour in our homework implementation session. And for the rest of you guys, I will see you Thursday, 3 o'clock on Instagram Live, where we are going to have a jam session with all of the boot campers. They're going to come in, they're going to talk about what they've been doing, they're going to get their questions answered, maybe get some live laser coaching. That's going to be a really fun session. 3 o'clock Instagram Live, live with my boot campers on Thursday. Other than that, I will see you again next week.